Yeah. Hey, yo, they told me after one touch that I would be addicted to you. Knew they was his friend, though. I just wanted to kick it with you. Must have been them green eyes. Your body had been calling me. You showing up, I'm rolling up. I'm just acting accordingly. She loved the way I chop it down. Them conversations build her up. We cruise apart. Food for thought. Peep the way I filled the cup. I met her with the homie. On the low, I tried to sneak a touch to back her off the avenue. Cause that dude wasn't real enough. Now I'm getting off a scent and a physical. Be there to pick me up whenever something got me miserable. Once I get you, it's a wrap. Wasn't long before I was hitting you. To keep it blunt, I hit it raw like I'm trying to have kids with you.
Just one touch, go straight to my head. Cause your looks like a drug. I never take it. Girl, you got me faded. Off your life, easy. If you laugh, you laugh.
Yep. What up, though?
What day is it?
What up, though?
What day is it?
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Organized culture.
We back.
What is it, the 16th?
I believe so, good sir. Appreciate to everybody that popped up in the chat. You know what time it is.
Episode 21. My name is Bishop Brigante, Scarborough's finest. This is my co-defendant.
What's popping? I go by Drect. Y'all should know that by now. But if you don't, it's all good. That means we got new viewers. If you don't, it means we got new viewers.
Facts.
Bishop, we got a big show today.
Big show. Special show today.
We got a special guest today.
Yep.
I wish your brother from another mother, Bones, was here too, man. Because I was telling y'all.
You were.
I was telling y'all.
You
somebody is next up in battle rap. I was telling y'all.
You've never lied to me once, and that still remains an undefeated record that you have. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story before we bring our guest on today.
All right.
So it probably was like a year ago now. Me and A-Ward went to this battle, and A-Ward's like, yo, you know, there's this girl battling. Her name's Pristavia. And Saga keeps telling me about her. You know what I mean? Like, I really got to check her out. I got to see how good she is. You know what I mean? Because he's really hyping it up. Mm-hmm. He's really hyping it up. So, now I'm interested. We walk into that battle. Bishop, what I saw happen that night, oh my God. We were looking at each other like, yeah. He was like, yo, please, she has to be a horseman, please. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, once in a while that generational talent comes along, and I'm really hyped to bring them on the show today and let them talk that shit, because they're coming off of probably the biggest moment of their career, and I know there's gonna be way more big moments to come. So without any further ado, Bishop, let's bring
on battle rap's latest killer.
Uh-huh.
She got a clip longer
than
the trip to the store your pops took.
Uh-huh.
I probably butchered that line.
Crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy.
Did I butcher it or no? Did I get it?
Now you're gonna have to ask her.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show Pristavia. Hold on, let me get it right. Yo!
What's poppin'?
What's going on, killer?
How you doing on this good day? Oh, she got the hats on the wall. You got multiple of them hats. It don't
It keep
stop.
the collection keep growing. It keeps growing. It keeps growing.
Wow. That's
We're
like
Yeah.
gonna have to
deer
start
heads.
doing them like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat. Remember he used to throw his
I know.
hat?
I have one of those too. I have it
A
in the
word?
furnace somewhere. I
Let's
definitely have the
go.
Kung Lao. I definitely do.
How you feeling?
Yeah. I'm feeling all right. A little tired, but I'm okay. I have a long days of work, but I'm all right.
Okay. So I know you heard the intro that Drect is giving you, but I'll be real with you, man. When he was going hard, he was going hard in the paint. Yo,
Yeah.
Pristavia, yo, Bishop, you gotta watch Pristavia, you gotta watch Pristavia. And then I got to see you work, and I was like, that man right there, he's never lied to me.
He's a good
And
guy. He's a good guy.
good
Yeah.
guy. And
Thank you.
wow, you know what I mean? Wow. So
Yeah.
I mean, where do we start? Direct? Like, do we start at Chrome 23? Where we starting here, man? I feel like that was a fire moment.
All right, so we have some news today, Pristavia, right? But we want to talk
Hmm.
about your story before we get into some recent battle rap news because we want your opinion on some of these things going on, especially because they have to do with some big name females in the culture. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Some of your peers, you know.
Okay.
So, but first, I want to say is so a good friend of
What
mine.
are some of your targets?
Yeah, that
On
too.
my targets.
They could be. He be calling them peers.
Yeah, peers, target, same
Okay.
thing. You
They
know what
could
I'm
be
saying?
future deer heads.
But yeah, you know they are. So, a good friend of mine who's also a battle rapper, he's coming straight out that 100K tournament in a close loss. Lou, uh, he was like, "Yo, I knew Pristavia for a minute." I'm like, "Bro, like, why? How did you not just get her to battle rap years ago?" And I don't know. What are you talking about? I don't know, yo.
Yes,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
So I was so mad, like, yo, Pristavia should have been here a while ago. So what
Yeah.
took you so long to get involved in battle rap?
I'll be honest, I didn't even like it. I remember when Lou, well, I met Lou when I was what, 18, 19. And he and I was, I was wasted talent, and he and I were rapping together for a long time.
You were part of his crew, Wasted Talent.
Yeah, this was
Okay.
when I was like 18, 19 years old. And yeah, so he and I have been, rapping for a long time. And then I remember Lou was getting into it, and I would watch his battles here and there, but I don't know, it was just so I could get with the culture at that time. Now I could just look at it as, as a version of a sport. And so that's how I've been able to accept it now. But I guess back then, I don't know, I was a lot more sensitive. So I was like, nah, I didn't like it, to be honest. It was just so attacking. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, they're talking about killing children and families. It's terrible. So no, I didn't get into it, but no,
Shout out to
I'm
Arsenal. Shout out to Arsenal.
I'm that was probably
No,
like the
yeah.
first person I saw was like, oh no, I can't do this.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Terrible. Yeah, but now I'm here. So
Yeah.
So,
Better late
so,
than never.
so
Yes,
are you a
so.
Christian rapper or a Christian that raps?
I'm a Christian that raps. I'm a Christian that raps.
Okay, because they like with the Horsemen's rise in battle rap, a lot of with there being a Christian rap group, I feel like the audience is quick to be like, "Oh, a Christian battle rapper." You know
Yeah,
what
so
I mean?
let's separate the two. What's the difference?
Like, exactly? What's the difference?
I mean, I guess a lot of people will try to group you into that, but I can't say. I can't say for the stereotypical version of what maybe a Christian should say or sound like. I haven't conformed myself. I'm me, always, every time, on stage, off stage, unapologetically. So whether people have accepted that or not, then you know what I mean. But I as far as when I make my music, then yeah, that's all clean. I choose to make it without any invectives, and that's my decision. I'm an adult. I can do and say anything that I want, of course, right?
Right.
But so I mean, yeah, I guess I'm not really sure how people would view that. I just look at myself. Yeah, I'm a Christian and I rap, and you know, do I have to make all of my content exclusively about say the Bible? No, not necessarily. But I don't know if that's what
So
distinguishes
so
one.
so so Drect, would you consider A Ward to be like by your own definition,
Mm-hmm.
Direct, would you consider A Ward to be a Christian rapper or a Christian that battle raps?
See, I would say Christian battle rapper because I feel like he branded himself that way.
Right.
I probably wouldn't say that about anyone unless they branded
That's what I'm
themselves
saying.
that
Because
way.
like
Yeah.
90% of the battle rap community is Catholic, Christian, or whatever your thing is. But it's only until somebody brings it to the forefront of their talent. Let's go,
Yo, what the hell
whiteboard.
was
Let's
this?
go, whiteboard. My brand
What
new
just happened?
my brand new whiteboard decided to fall down right now.
Although you said white boy.
No,
It's a white boy.
my whiteboard. It's brand new.
Good catch. Good catch. Hat like
Thank you,
reflexes.
thank you. Anyway, so like I was saying was until you bring it to the forefront to yourself, like of yourself, when you start themselves in these categories or these groups, you know what I mean? Because everybody's got some sort of belief, some sort of faith, whether or not believing anything at all, right? Everybody's got their thing, but it's only when somebody brings to the forefront that you start getting grouped into things. But yeah, I mean, it was would A Ward be the farthest we would go? Because I don't even think Loso even comes off like that.
I don't think I think when you're not that good, people fall on something obvious about you to describe you. And I think when you're good, people talk about the talent. That's why in mainstream entertainment America, you get people branded as, oh, the person who does this, the person who looks like this, because there's a lot of talentless, whack shit going on. You know what I mean? Battle rap is a little bit different. If you dope, no matter what else you got going on, your talent supersedes all that. So that's why I keep repeating branding, because I'm like, it's smart in certain situations to brand yourself that way, but it's not 100% necessary when you got Pristavia bars. You know what I'm saying? Now, Pristavia, so you are officially with gun titles now, right?
Mm-hmm.
How
Wait,
did?
what? that was the segue.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. We jump right into it.
We start right there.
That was a segue.
I was like, yeah, you were
Yo,
gun titles. All right.
what the hell happened? How did that happen?
Well, you know what? Surf like for some months, probably even before my diesel battle, before my caffeine debut, was like hitting me up just like yo, you a cold mother ever, you know what I mean? He's just in my inbox. I'm like, what? Surf is like, you know what I mean? So I think he had his eye on me for some time, and then after the diesel battle was when he had talked about, no one knew, but he was talking about making me gun titles then. And back then, at that time, it was supposed to be a battle between me and Miss Miami, and that would have kind of been like my initiation. But that never happened. So later in the year, he was just like, "Yo, we just gonna make it official, like your gun titles." So that's 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 what it was.
That's a pretty big look. That's a pretty big vehicle. I feel
It's
like
huge, yeah.
feel like immediate. Like, do you plan on doing a gun titles 2-on-2?
That to
Or
me
anything
feels like
That would be
that
dope.
feels like jumping to the league out of high school like right away.
No,
That's
you
what it
definitely.
is.
She was ready out of high school, definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's what it feels like though.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would be hopefully that would be like inevitable, but that would be fire. And literally, when I think of like okay, which one of the guys? Any one of them, Chess, Rock, Easy, like any one of them, I think it would just be a crazy 2-on-2. I think a lot of people will probably want to see like either me and Surf or me and Chess. But to be honest, I mean, all of those guys are electrifying. So like, it'd be crazy to do a 2-on-2 with any one of them.
And now, can any you with any partner in gun titles? Can any male female combination even mess with y'all in your opinion?
I mean, you got a lot of. I guess our biggest competition is what EFB. I mean, they got some phenomenal players there. Of course, you got
Right.
Geechee, you got Hustle, you got Nitty. So I'm not gonna pretend we're like indomitable, but it's not gonna be no walk in the park. So I think that we have some strength with us that we could take anybody, to be honest. So
Right. So
yeah.
explain to us this Yoshi battle, because I'm not gonna lie, like I have a lot of friends who don't watch battle rap that often, but I'll send them links when like a bigger event happens. So I sent links around just to kind of see what people's opinion of was one of these bigger events for the Remy
Mm-hmm.
card. And everybody was like, yo, this first battle, who the hell is that? She's up there whooping ass. You know what I mean? So like
Mm-hmm.
what
Mm-hmm.
was that called? Like going from all right, now you're in battle rap, you're battling on these leagues, you're ingratiated in the battle rap culture. Now you got a look from a celeb that's putting you in a different light. Like, can you walk us through like what
Man,
that day was like? I know y'all had hair and makeup and all this other stuff. Like, what was that like?
Remy did it big. I mean, like, listen, when I say she's really putting on for the ladies in her league, really, and in the way she took it and merged it and making it mainstream, broadening an audience, it has never been done so far. The way Remy is doing it, she really takes care of the girls. She really means it, and it's all out of generosity. So it's so real. I mean, literally, Remy herself, like picking the outfits, dressing us, you know what I mean? She's so grounded. So it felt really great. Surprisingly, just in the moment. I just was in the moment and just tried to be in the moment and not really think about, oh my God, what's going on. And I think that's why I felt I wasn't like really nervous. In that moment, I thought that I would be, but I was pretty much okay. So I'm glad that I was. I just tried to be in the moment. But yeah, what Remy's doing is a big deal for the ladies. So shout out
So
to
so
Remy.
so is that a situation where she wants y'all to sign to her league, or it's just like she's just gonna pop up and do events every once in a while?
Well, I don't know what she has planned. I mean, as of right now, I don't know. I'm not sure what anybody else has going on, but I'm not signed to Chrome 23 or anything like that. But I don't know what the future holds for it, like what she has. Um but yeah, I'm sure that whomever I'm sure she's gonna continue. I'm sure it's not just a flash in a pan, right? I'm sure she's gonna have more cards. I know she's talked about doing several cards a year. So I know we're gonna see a lot more Chrome 23 throughout this year. I think like the way just looking at how she works, it's gonna go here to here to here. She's just gonna keep going
Right.
up and making it better. That's Remy from what I've deduced so far. Like she's just gonna keep topping herself. Like just so yeah. But I think we'll see a lot more this year.
That's what's popping. So, well, Bishop, before we get into this news, man.
Wait, I want to ask. I want to ask. How do you call that match?
Which match?
You and Yoshi
Mine?
G. Yeah,
What do you mean? Is that your question?
yeah. How do you call it? Because I'll be honest with you. Like I thought it was a fight on both sides, and then
Hmm.
I saw mixed reviews online. And I don't be on Twitter too much. I unfollowed everybody, and then I'm slowly starting to follow some people back. But I was like looking at some of the Chrome 23, and some people were saying, "Yo, the crowd ain't really giving Yoshi a shot." Whoop whoop whoop. In the middle of the moment, and after watching it back, how did you call it? I saw this. What? I'm not saying. I'm not. Man, cut it out, Direct. You be waving, dog. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I disagree with the narrative. I don't know whether it's just like her loyal fans that are saying that. I'm
Right.
not sure why or who's saying that. I think it's kind of weird. I don't think it's fair to force people to like something that they don't like. If they like it, they're gonna respond. If they
Right.
don't
Right.
like it, they're not gonna respond. So
Right.
there was no bias that I could deduce. The way if you were in the room, then you could feel it. It just wasn't catching it. And on the playback, in my opinion, it was the same as it was in the room. It was all on the playback. They know she was actually saying stuff. I don't know. I didn't hear it, but as far as like from in the room, from what
Yeah, I like Pristavia a little
like I
bit
said,
more
if
just
you
now.
if you hear
She said, I ain't hear it.
if you like something, you're going to react and respond. They weren't like, oh my, they're not like, oh my God, that bar was so fire, but I'm not gonna respond. That's ridiculous. That's
Right.
stupid.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? So yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they're just loyal fans they have to. Oh no, they lost a lot of money. Maybe people
So
made
you
some
could. So
bets
you
saying
calling
you're
it a
better than
30?
Yoshi. You lost money, and so therefore you have to. Yeah,
So
I
you're
think
calling it.
I'm
I
not
feel like
sure what. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't know why people were sleeping on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you went in and out a little bit.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You just went out a little bit.
I don't know what it is.
We can hear you.
Just went out. Yeah, you guys are breaking up. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Now you good. It's breaking up a little bit now.
Same
Should be back.
problem. Sorry, messing up your feed.
No, you good.
Now you
It's still
good. You
breaking
good.
up. It's still breaking up for me.
Are you good now? You good now?
All right, it's good now.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. But as far as I think what it was, as far as for me, see, when I sparred with surf and then eventually chess, I think chess heard it the rounds the day before. Rock didn't hear it until the moment. I didn't even spar with Rock, and I sparred with someone like Elijah Strait or whatever. Everybody that heard my round was like, okay, my second round, which was initially going to be my third, but my second round was like the strongest round. Surf was like, okay, yeah, I give that round a 10. I give the other two rounds an 8 because it was bar heavy. I think that the people just didn't want to hear like straight bars and punches from me. Maybe they wanted just more angling and more substance. And so that's why they're sleeping on the round, because I'm like, I don't know where the disconnect was, but everybody was saying, everybody who I sparred with before the battle was like that the second round was the strongest round of mine. So because I don't know why everybody's like, oh well, yeah, it's a debatable between the second round between mine and Yoshi. I didn't think so, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so that's fine.
Yo, one thing I will say, um, like the gift and the curse about you pulling up to battle rap now, like your skill set and the way your talent, the way you do it, I feel like there's multiple eras that if you came around sooner, you would have had just as great success, minus a lot of the narratives, minus the games and the hoopla, because there's a lot of games and hoopla and narrative right now in battle rap that may scare you away. You know what I mean?
I'm learning, yeah, for sure. Because before, it felt more fun, and I don't like that it's beginning to feel like work. You know what I mean? Like the only
Yeah.
reason why I entered it, I'm over 30. I'm 30 plus. The only reason I entered it was for the fun of it. When I saw some of the Christian guys doing it, I was like, oh yeah, I think I could do that. You know what I mean? Now, then I got interested in. No, I think I could do that. I entered it for fun, not but now I do see that there's a lot of politics. There's a lot of weird things that happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really, it's not really my style, my thing. So now I got to learn how to navigate through all the weirdness that I'm now becoming inured with
That's
this
what
whole battle rap thing.
that's what we do over here at Organized
We
Culture.
we
We
we,
try
we,
to organize out the weirdness.
That's good. That's
Pristavia,
good.
let me ask you this too. And Bishop, you could speak to this also because you coming from a career as a rapper that freestyle battled into the modern day battle rap. So this question is for both of y'all. Um, when you sit back and you look at how battle rap is right now, before you hop in the ring, you have to sit there and say, okay, I'm not gonna rap like I am on a track or in a cipher because there's specific things that have been said a million times. Like no one wants you to say a defeat bar or whatever. I'll put your eyes in your
Oh my
hands and
god.
you can watch your hand or whatever. All that type of shit. Like how do you? But there's certain things that if you set it on a track, it's people are gonna go crazy if Griselda or somebody said it on a track, but not in a battle. Like when you're first walking into battle rap, how do you know? Okay, these are the things I'm gonna say, and these are the things I'm not gonna say. Because Pristavia, you came in like you had like the biggest thing with people coming into battle rap, and we see this a lot with celebrities, is they don't know what's really hot and what's not till they get in there and get their ass whooped, and then think about it. Then they have to be willing to be like, okay, I'm gonna try to write like that.
Mm.
Right.
So
How did you just come in and just get it right away?
Well, you know what? I don't know if I did, only because my very very first battle was with a young lady named Forever, and that was on an all Christian league. Now, I thought at the time, if you noticed then, during that time, I was watching a whole bunch of Charlie clips, and I was like, oh, he's the best in the world. Every new person that I saw, I was like, oh my God, they're the best. Oh no, they're the best. So I was watching a whole bunch of Charlie clips. So when I was writing for Forever, I did a whole lot of 4-bar setups. So it was good, but it was 4 bar setups. And then I started watching more like, okay, Rum Nitty and Geechee and Danny Myers. I'm like, oh no, these guys are punching sooner. So from that very first battle up until my which was on an all Christian league, my first secular battle on Gates of the Garden, I had learned a little bit. Like, okay, like now they're punching much sooner. And then I'm still learning, but then I was like, oh, those I'm doing these long kind of introductions, and like, okay, no, I gotta kind of I gotta change that too, you know. So yeah, I'm still learning, but I guess I don't know. I was when I got getting into it, I was like, oh no, they do it a lot different. They're doing a lot of entendres, and before too, I was doing a lot of like scheming in my first one, and I was like, okay, well, it seems like they're not really scheming as much. They're doing a lot of like name flips and entendres, and so I just feel like I'm just steady evolving and still finding a groove. But yeah, I don't know.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know how many battles in you were when you battled Caution, but that shit looked like a final product to me. I was like, oh, like the most impressive
that
thing
was
is as
4
listening.
battles.
Yeah, because I was listening and they had told me you had just started, and I was like, she's doing everything. You know what I mean? And
That was
speaking
my
of
4th battle.
and speaking of being able to do everything, you got a battle coming up against somebody who went crazy against one of your crew members.
No pressure.
You know what I'm saying?
No pressure.
How that's going to be the biggest battle? Is that on Caffeine?
No, that's at the Gates.
Oh, it's on Gates, so it's 1 round.
What are you talking about?
Danny
it's 3
Myers.
rounds.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's 3. Yo, so do you feel like you took this with the proper timing? Like you're on your incline? Do you feel like boom against him you're gonna have your best performance because you've been steady inclining?
I guess that remains to be seen. You know what? I feel like this time it's hard to rap against somebody, number one, who has like a million battles. So it's like I can't.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say, how do you fucking study for this? This guy's got a million fucking battles.
Hard.
He's battling right now.
Battles.
What time is it? What time
He going next. He going next.
Right now.
I literally just watch him with the kid. Danny is just classic. But this has been the hardest preparation. And before, before it was like, I was like, I would write it in a day or 3. Like mostly all my rounds was like written in a day or 3, the most a week. And for Danny, it's like everything that I write is like, is this good enough? Is this good enough? You know what I mean? Like this is Danny. So I just can't overthink it. I think if I overthink it, then I'll just kind of psych myself out. And just like, but you know what? I was like, of course this is like jumping like right there, but I'm about like living and just having fun. And who knows how long Danny is going to be battling? I don't know. So whether or not this opportunity would come again, so I was like, yeah, why not?
He's going to be battling forever. He's never not going to battle.
No, that's just you might be right about that.
He started at like 34, 35. He got to be like 12 years strong now.
You could probably anticipate a trilogy of this. Like this could be a trilogy. If you kick his ass, he'll want a rematch, and then maybe he'll edge the battle, and then you guys get a trilogy.
He's not gonna want a rematch. He's not gonna want a rematch.
Fuck that shit. Let's go.
Nah, but this is a tough. Yeah, this is a tough one. But I mean, it is what it is. I feel like, you know what? I feel like I just kind of gotta do what I've been doing and just conform the material to now Danny. What would I say now to Danny? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, he got 5 or 6 battles lined up, including this one.
He got like, yo, this man's a machine. He don't stop. But if it's like this is all you do, not like all you do, but like I'm sure he doesn't have like a regular job. Like this is, battle rap is what he does. He doesn't. People sleeping on Danny. They're like, oh my God, he's gonna be burnt out. We're talking about Danny here. Like,
I think certain people can battle that much and certain people can't. You know what I mean? Like there were certain people, like Clips had a run, Diz had a run, Sharon. Like there's certain people, even A Ward, like you could see them battle all the time. Surfer's kind of doing it right now too. You know what I mean? Yeah, Dre Dennis. You know what I mean? Certain people are gonna bring a certain level no matter how much they battle, but it's not for
Yeah,
everybody. Do not be sitting at home like,
right.
I'll do it too. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's stressful. You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
really is. It really is.
All right, so moving into some recent news, right? Queen of Ring has an event coming up called Panic Room 6. So first of all, Pristavia, do you get an offer to be on this? Can you talk about it? No, yes. I don't
I
know.
mean,
I'm just asking.
I'm not on that card right now.
Okay.
Initially I did, because of, just work overload. I just told him, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to do it right now. I already knew that I had the Danny Myers battle, coming up. I already had the C3 battle, and then I have life. So I just didn't have. I don't, Plus, I think it's appropriate now. I'm learning. Before I was that, like when I first entered it, like, yeah, no, battle, 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 battle. But you know what? I think it's a good thing to branding, and I'm learning that even from Surf. Just take the right battles and move at the right pace, and to kind of have longevity.
Right.
So
You with a team
yeah,
that
so
allows you to not have to be forced to do anything because you can be promoted without even have to battle, which is a beautiful
right,
thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So on that card, you got Hope Trilly versus Eliza Versa. A lot of people want to see that. Diablo versus Seabree. Yo, Seabree is crazy. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah,
had a
she's
crazy one
fine.
against Yoshi too. Norma Bates is coming back versus Tia S. That should be a good one. But the main event that everybody's talking about, and I know this whole Wody thing ain't making no better, is 40 bars versus Coffee Brown. Now, when you saw the whole Woman of the Year thing, and we were talking about it a lot last week, well, the whole culture was like, who did you feel should have won, and how did you feel when they announced Coffee? Because you were in the
The
mix
coffee
too.
one, I think.
You were in the mix.
Yeah, but I can't say echoes of feedback. But anyway, I think that it's appropriate that coffee one.
You say you think it's
Yeah,
appropriate.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So congratulations to coffee.
So
I'm
when
not sure why there's an echo. I can't.
you said there's an echo, it might be
Yeah, I
coming
can hear
from the
myself in
headphone. It
the
might be coming from the
back.
headphones. Did it just start?
I can. Yeah.
All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So no, I think that coffee won. That she deserved to have won. Yeah. I think she did a great job. She did a great job last year. She had some good
Okay.
showings, and she's always shows up. Yeah. So I think it was appropriate for her to win.
So with 40, because we had a whole argument about this last week. You know what I'm saying? And I think 40.
Mm-hmm.
I think 40, especially because she's one of the top names. She did make a compelling case, bring out some facts or whatever. Do you think this is to hype the match, or do you feel like this is really like some bad blood brewing because of this whole Wardy thing? Just as a fan and a peer.
Yeah, I don't know. This might be a little bit of both. I think 40 is definitely one of those who promotes her battles, well. I think perhaps surrounded around some level of controversy. So the fact that this is now at the at the forefront, then it's definitely just ammunition. So I think it's probably just a little bit of both. But I think it might be some now she got something to prove. Now Ford gonna have something to say. But coffee, so is coffee. So I think we're gonna get a classic from those ladies.
So yo, Bishop, last week you were kind of like, yo, Wardy, like what? Like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You were taking in all this information. After the arguments we had last week and after seeing how tight 40 is that Coffee won and them going back and forth, are you hyped to see this now? Because I don't think it was really on your radar before we just started arguing about it last week.
I think that I'm actually still shocked, but I think Coffee.
Hold on, you shocked at what specifically? Because who did you think was gonna win? Vixen, right?
I thought it was Vixen, 40.
C3.
Yeah, C3. I think C3 is, but I think this battle is going to be a defining moment for Coffee. I think this is her chance to have her defining moment for people to either put respect on her name once and for all, or it's going to be ugly. It's going to be
Yeah,
ugly.
if they have a classic or she does 40 filthy, everybody's gonna be like, see, that's why she won. If she loses, it's gonna be bad
It's
for
40, and I don't think anybody could do her dirty, especially when she's focused the way she is right now. So this is going to be a defining moment for Coffee. Whether that moment is a positive defining or a negative one is yet to be seen. Because like I said, I think she's great, but do I think she was Woman of the Year? We got. I mean, let's just see how she works with the title.
so something else about that battle a lot of people don't realize, right? Pristavia, you know this because you're from New York, even though you haven't been in this situation. But I've been to a million Queen of the Ring battles. Walking around the ring and having to entertain those fans, it's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? It's a different strategy from caffeine or from a small league, small room, from a big stage like what just happened with the Chrome 23. Like that ring is kind of different. You got to work the ring. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I haven't seen Coffee. I think she can do it, but I just haven't seen her. And how do you think New York is going to take Coffee? Thank you.
That's a great point. That's a great point because 40 is obviously very much acclimated with the ring. Like it's her, like she's the queen of the ring, right? Like this is
Right.
her. This is her element. So I think she's gonna be a lot, more comfortable. Like she's gonna be very comfortable, and the fans are already very receptive to her. She's almost can do no wrong type. You know what I mean? The fans just gonna love her regardless, no matter what happens. So yeah, I don't know. Is this Kofi's first time in the ring? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Really? Oh, so that is gonna be different. So hopefully she's gonna just learn on the fly. She's gonna have to learn.
I mean,
this
that
on
New
the fly,
York.
right?
How do you think New York is going to respond to Coffee?
It's going to
That's
be
a good question.
Think about them girls outside in Brooklyn right now. What they going to do if Coffee start talking?
It's going to be an uphill fight.
It might be. I think it might be an uphill battle for Kofi if you bring it from that perspective. Like I said, mostly because I think 40 has already established her fans by being in the ring. You're gonna have that nostalgia. You know, the Queen of the Ring hasn't had a ring in 2 years or whatever. So you're gonna have the nostalgia. She already has the fans, I think, rooting for 40 because this, you know what I mean, because of that nostalgia.
Right.
So I don't know. I hope that all you can do is just hope that if Kofi's fire, they hear it and are receptive to that. That's all you could just hope. But I do feel like 40 do have the upper hand in this situation. Now that you bring that up, I do.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. I agreed that I'm surprised Coffee didn't try to take that battle in like a different setting. You know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta or
LA.
Queen of the Ring has done events in Atlanta, West Coast. Like I'm surprised that she took that in the Bronx.
Queen of the Ring. That's very that's smart.
It's not Brooklyn Queen of the Ring. It's not Uptown Queen of the Ring. This is the Bronx Queen of the Ring.
And this is the Bronx? Oh my God.
Exactly. Yo, Bishop, man, what you know about the Bronx, man?
I know about the Bronx.
That's what I'm asking.
My aunt lived right in Soundview, bro. Like I know about the Bronx.
So, in other news, we had another lady call out a male rapper. Now, this lady had a really good performance recently, but this male rapper she called out didn't have a good performance recently, but he's crazy.
I know.
Is this the bounce back battle?
Yo, Fonz versus Shuni the rapper. How are we calling that?
Well, there's two things. Two things I'm going to say off rip is that you've got something to make up for, and I mean, you know what I mean? You know, these Kings versus Queens matches, either side loses. It's a shot to the pride. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, no lady wants to take back an L to the squad. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe any man wants to take an L. and take
Yo,
it back to the squad.
Surf is the only dude I've seen lose to a girl, say that he lost to a girl, and just keep it moving. And people are like, "Oh yeah, he just kept it moving. Oh, it's okay." What'd you say?
You
should
got
be.
to. I said, yeah, yeah.
I was like, "That was crazy." He
They
handled that so gracefully. He was like, "Yeah, I messed up." She would. It's like when
that's
you get
it.
to crying and oh my god, you know what I'm saying? That's when it's bad.
They
When you
didn't,
get
even,
clowned for it, it's
they
over.
didn't get no water. They didn't give us no water.
You know what I mean? I will say this. I think
Shuni.
Shuni's style was always a little simpler, but she had so much performance and so much aggression that it was so entertaining. And now that her bars are kind of getting up to snuff, like when she battled RX, she said a lot of things lyrically that surprised me. And then this Midnight Madness battle she had against Fendi, she surprised me even more. She's up in the wordplay more and more over the last year or so. So I think this version of Shuni is going to make for a really entertaining battle against Fonz because Fonz got crazy lines, but I wouldn't say he just gets super aggressive and gets all up in your face and it like threatening, but she has that type of style. You know what I'm saying? So is it gonna end up being about the lyrics, or is it gonna be a bunch of funny stuff said back and forth? Battle rap is funny because when you look at, and I always use Hollow versus Joe Budden as this example, sometimes people just want you to say the obvious stuff so they can just laugh at it. You know what I mean? And I think that sometimes battle rappers overthink it a little bit, and it ends up being, I tried to take a unique approach and everybody just looked at me. You can hear the crickets, right? I don't think this would be a crickets battle. I think this might be a let's hear everything obvious and it was still entertaining battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pristavia, how do you feel about the obvious approach? Like if you battle a guy, do you think it works to your favor to say a bunch of obvious stuff in a unique way, or you just have to go with a whole unique different approach?
I don't. You know what? And it's just with battling a guy. I don't know if it's just with battling a guy or just battling any person. Like my like for me, like even when I battled Yoshi, my third obviously wasn't punch heavy. It wasn't bar heavy. But I knew or I felt that it would be an unexplored angle. Like no one has really taken his angle. No one has called out what I thought was the obvious and questioned her whole branding, you know? So I was like, you know, I know that this round isn't punch heavy. I know, you know what I mean? Let me see if I can, it was super risky in my opinion. Let's see if I can actually get away with it, you know? So I don't know if it's just a strategy as far as like a woman taking it against a man or just any different, you know, approach to a battle. Like I don't approach any two battle. I try not to approach it the same way. Like I try to change it up or do something different. So as far as for Shuni and now, obviously Shuni's going to say a whole bunch of funny stuff. And obviously, Fonz is going to, if he has time to prepare, he's going to come with crazy punches. I don't know. The punches, if he comes with crazy, when I mean like the type of punches that he had against somebody like Luke Castro, then yeah, I think that's going to, in my opinion, trump even the best entertaining or, you know, bars. I think we're going to, I would anyway, appreciate the bars even more. So if we get that type of Fonz, just when he's getting crazy, then what are you gonna do?
Pristavia, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I would want to see on Kings versus Queens? Drum roll, Bishop. What? Drum roll. I wouldn't mind seeing you versus Fonz.
You trying to line me up, bro?
Nah, I think that would be crazy. You need to give yourself more credit. I think you and Fonz would be one of them ones.
Really?
Yeah,
one of them ones. I would love to see that. What would you want to see, Bishop? Go ahead. You making the Swiss cheese face.
I don't know, man. Like,
it's no worse than battling the bar god. It's no less.
Yeah, but I mean, I like I mean,
a little more scary.
I just, you know, I like. She just, you know, she gotta get in there with a killer. I'm only going off. I'm only going off of. You're only as good as your last kill, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So who's the killer?
So right now, the conversation, I'm not putting Fonz in that conversation with Pristavia. Not with Pristavia.
So who's it? So you saying that Pristavia?
Look behind you right now. Look behind you. Look on the floor behind you right now.
Me and Pristavia.
You, Drect. Where'd that flag go, bro? Where's the other side? Where's that Pristavia flag, bro? You gonna put it?
Get out of here! Get out!
You gonna say you want it? You look twice. You gonna say you wanted to battle Fonz, bro?
I think that would be a great battle
for Fonz.
So you think Pristavia deserves one of them ones? So who would you suggest on Kings vs Queens? They say Bishop, Pristavia versus who? They're calling you Bishop. We saw you in Drect talking. Make the matchup for us. Who you putting Pristavia against?
JC.
JC?
Yeah.
So who would you rather battle, JC or Fonz?
I wouldn't mind JC.
Ooh,
I wouldn't mind JC. In my opinion, that would be tougher. I feel like from Fonz, I can expect crazy punches. Mm-hmm. From JC, you're gonna get crazy substance, and I'm interested in knowing what that crazy substance. No matter that, just feels scary.
Right.
But I'm still interested in what his crazy substance is gonna be about. I mean, he's just so crafty. He's so clever. Like even when he battled Flames, I watched it a few times. I'm like, oh my god, this is sinful. It wasn't. It's wildly inappropriate, JC. Why did you do that? No, but
that to me right there is it's more for me where I'm like, as a fan, I'm gonna go, yo, Fonz got some making up to do. I think Fonz is incredible, but right now when we talk it, like Pristavia is in a different class right now.
Pristavia is above Fonz in the power rankings right now. We should do like a monthly power rankings. The first show every month should be.
Yeah, I do. Bar for bar, like I'm saying, like even just that one bar alone, you know what I mean? You know what that meant to us, Drect. That bar alone.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? So like I'm saying I want to see Pristavia continue on the road less traveled. I don't want anybody just because it's anybody. I want everybody. Like for me, if I was a manager or if I was a marketing, any type of like division in the empire of Pristavia from this stage, I'm saying I want legacy matches the whole fucking way so that there's no ifs, ands, or maybes. When I came back to Battle Rap and jumped in the ring, my first battle was Arsenal. Why? Because number one, he's very disrespectful. He's always showed up. I'm not sure what happened in the second round, but he always shows up, and it's a fight. So I battled Arsenal. My second battle, we're talking about a 12-year layoff. My second battle was Pass. I watched the battle today with my son again because he put it on, and I'm telling you, watch the battle again. I fought against a guy who's arguably one of the best killers in the game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want the easy road. I thought battling Sissy Ho was gonna be like, you know, I thought that was gonna be a real fight, but it wasn't, unfortunately. So if I'm at the empire of Pristavia, I'm saying I want from here on out every match to be a legacy match so that we outline this fucking greatness. So no, I don't think that just anybody, because they've had great moments so far, I feel like we need to match these moments with greatness, and that's the direction I'm pushing Pristavia.
Yo, Pristavia, do everything you can to protect that.
Just happened.
You know what I'm saying? JC is my first pick for.
Nah, let me say this. Wow. So y'all gonna get a kick out of this. Something funny happened, right? So speaking of this whole on the same theme of this females versus males battle rap thing. So Jerry West sends out a tweet, right? And he says, hey, yo, my verse, what's good with Kings vs. Queens? My verse responds, yesterday's price isn't today's price.
Facts!
Facts! Basically just dubs him. Damn. And he's like, oh, all right, my bad.
Yeah, he took it well. Is
my verse out of pocket for that? Or is that a battle that people would want to see?
Nah.
That's the first time I seen a female battle rapper flex on a dude like that after getting called out. I don't think I've seen that flex yet. That's kind of crazy.
That is kind of crazy. But you know what? My verse has always been aware of who
Hmm.
she is, what she brings. She's like, I'm not gonna ever sell myself cheap. You're never going to, you know what I mean? I'm never going to acquiesce to what
Acquiesce.
everybody
That's
else
a
thinks.
wonderful vocabulary word. Talk it, sister. Talk it.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
been killing the lexicon
Right.
today. She been going
Killing.
crazy. I fucks with it.
But no, but she's always stood her ground in that way. So that's good of my words. And guess what? If she showed us at the last rap committee event, she showed us
Oh,
this is
cheddar. Yeah.
why I'm me. I'm here. Yeah. Not, she did so well. She did
So
so well. Both of them.
who would be a good match for my
Interesting.
verse in that caffeine setting? Kings versus Queens. I thought her and Averb had the perfect alley oop. It didn't go down, unfortunately. So who's good for my verse right now?
That would be interesting. I would love to see her demolish him. I would love to see her
Oh,
break him down. You know,
demolish.
if she has the potential. If she says the right things, she can because she obviously has the same lyrical ability. He's gonna come with his misogynistic, chauvinistic, whatever he does,
Is he public
and
enemy number one for all the female battle rappers? Cause he be
some of
talking
them
wild
surprise.
spicy.
Yep, yep, I was because he was trolling. He was trolling. So the people were like, oh, well, that came out of nowhere. No, 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 no. He was trolling heavy. So I said, no, what? I'm not. That's not how I do get my revenge. I'm gonna get my revenge on the stage.
Yo, do y'all think?
No,
Yo,
but
imagine all the ladies were like they have like a big group text. Like, yo, we're gonna get this motherfucker out of here.
They
I
probably
we
feel
do.
should. We
Yo,
totally
yo,
should.
what's the name of the group that the
Listen,
guys are in? Like the secret Illuminati text
the
group?
brotherhood,
Brother, they got a sisterhood,
the motherhood.
the motherhood.
oh my god,
You might have
the
to start that.
motherhood. But not all of them are mothers. Not all of the women are
Nah, but
mothers.
the mother, queens of the earth, right? Mothers of the earth, whatever.
Okay.
The gods and the earths. Is that what we on now, Bishop?
Yeah, I just immediately became a 5%er. Immediately.
Yo, so yeah, I guess so. So my verse verb, it has to be the battle then. That they still need to be locked in for that. Then
Yeah, I think that's the matchup.
they need to restart up them talks.
That would be
I
interesting.
want to see
I
that.
mean,
I want
even
to.
though Hustle set the bar. Hustle set, if you know what I mean, like Hustle let us know. Listen, all of you ladies, it's free game. All you ladies can now 30 Averb. She just let us know. We're like so freaking confident. Thanks, Miss Hustle, because she killed that dude. She killed.
So,
Yeah.
moving on. I wanna say this real quick, right? Because Pristavia, I'm sure you've dealt with battle rap media, but you're so new and exciting, and everybody loves you right now. You haven't dealt with it in a negative fashion, right? And me and Bishop have kind of been on both sides. Want to ask you a question?
Sorry.
So, Mike P. Oh, Pristavia versus Real Sick. Oh, put that comment back on the screen. Oh, oh, Pristavia.
I
Now,
can't keep up because
Pristavia.
they spelled the name like
Uh, uh,
horribly wrong.
allow me to give you some flowers, Pristavia. Right. When I first saw you,
That's after JC.
I was hyped to see
That's after
you.
she.
But do you know why I think a lot of people immediately took to you once you started battling people who had been out there and had names? Is because we could tell that you're a real rapper, right? There's a lot of people you see battle and you say, oh, this person learned how to battle from the internet. This person was a fan,
Fuck that shit.
became a battler. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by the way you rap, you're a real rapper. And Real Sick, you could tell by the way he rap, he can really rap.
For sure.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So I think
Yeah.
something like that, I wasn't thinking about it in that vein, but you might have to have one of them rap battles because I think a lot of the females I think the perception is with a lot of the females is that you have some that are marked as lyricists, you have some that are marked as shit starters. You know what I'm saying? Some of the battles are like, I'm just saying, some guys look at it like it's back and forth. Like you talking about stuff that we might not understand. So when you see a girl that can really rap, you get hyped. Like, oh, she does. That's what we be doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like taking one of them rap battles might kind of help mold you into what you want to be seen as off rip. You know what I'm saying? Because what other female rapper are they talking about? We want to see her verse Real Sick.
None.
That's a good question.
The answer is no.
You might want to take one of them rap my ass off.
You know what? Here, that is a huge, to me, I do take that as a huge compliment, because even after my caffeine, after I battled Diesel when it was Smack, he was like, the first person he said was like Eli, like a beat out or a Kid Chaos. That's a huge compliment that people are like grouping you. Yeah, I want to see you versus beat out, Kid Chaos, Real Sick. That for me, that's a huge compliment, because those are all rapidy rap dudes. These are all,
and it's immediately separating you from being a lady battle rapper. That's the beauty of it, because it's like, don't worry about if I should battle shorty over here, shorty over here, shorty. Nah, like now you just that immediate. That's what I was talking about last week. Direct. You don't need to worry about these whole woadies and like, bro, just bunch them together, because a lyricist is a lyricist, man. And if they kill it, they kill it. That's it. And those compliments. See, when we're saying when the fan in the comments is saying Real Sick, that is telling you, yo, I know what we've mentioned a couple times, Kings vs. Queen, but we're not even. It doesn't even have to be there. It doesn't have to be there. It could be any event, and you versus Real Sick is a go. You versus JC is a go. I also thought of another one for my verse that I think would be kind of crazy. Sorry, if I could just double back here.
No, what's that?
My versus Sirius Jones might be a crazy one.
Because you're talking about the conversation that can be had.
Right, and I think
I wasn't thinking of that, but that's interesting. I don't know.
That's a defining moment for my verse now, because unfortunately, like I said, I've experienced mic to mic situations with verse, and I know her, like, we know her as an incredible lyricist, and she kind of gets overshadowed for different reasons, and they don't really put too much crazy respect in her name. She gets in the ring with a killer like Verb or a possible killer like Sirius Jones, who's arguably beat some of the biggest battle rappers in the world. That conversation can really be a defining moment. Just like these moments with JC and Real Sick. Like, we need to put together a card where Pristavia battles twice, my verse battles twice, and that's the card. You know what I'm saying?
One more. We're gonna throw one more opponent at Pristavia before we change the topic, right?
Thank you.
So, this comment right here, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm not gonna lie. If I could see this in a small room, like a band type joint with them crazy dark lights, I would want to see this one. Oh, not that one.
Official? That's what it says?
Nah.
Pristavia versus Official?
I would like that. You don't like that, Bishop? Yo, Bishop is the party pooper. What's wrong now, Bishop? What don't you like about it, man? Go ahead, speak your mind, gangster.
I like it, but I don't like it. Listen, we sitting here talking about apples, and out of nowhere you want to throw an orange. Come on,
I'm just saying that's a good one.
You're talking about apples, and you want to throw an orange in here?
IMHO, that's a good one. I'm wrong, son. I'm wrong. I'm just saying. So check it out. So what I was saying was earlier about Mike P and Kid Chaos, and we were talking about media and stuff like that. Is I think Let's Talk Battle Rap put up a post saying that they have Kid Chaos and Mike P have the most losses on the app, right? And Kid Chaos responded, and he was basically like, "Yo, like I feel like this is like a useless stat. Y'all ain't helping the culture. Like, why would you put this negative shit up there? You know what I mean? And it kind of started a conversation, and it made me think coming into this interview today, like, how do you feel, like, how do you feel about handling the media and the way battle rappers handle the media? Because oftentimes I watch ESPN, I watch First Take, and I sit up here and watch Stephen A. Smith. LeBron did this one did that. This was Kyrie was trash last night. This one, that one, right? And they like sometimes they're mad, but it's a part of the business. They take it in stride. Battle rappers be ready to fight. They be ready to show up at your door. Like, how do you feel about media versus the actual talent?
You asking me or you asking Bishop?
I'm not asking you.
He's trying to set you up right now for a rough year with media.
Well, you know what?
As your manager, don't answer that question.
Nah.
He's supposed to speak it better.
You talking to
You
media
know
right
what?
now.
I'm talking to media right,
Right.
But I honestly kind of so far tried to remove myself and absolve myself from all of that noise, like in all of the, you know what I mean? Like for me, honestly, my satisfaction really comes from the respect from my peers, people who are daylight. For daylight to come, somebody who I view as like when he chooses to be God tier writing, like nobody can really duplicate that level of writing. You just can't. So for someone like daylight to compliment, and all these people who have been so complimentary, even like the like even official Jazz, some of the ladies that have been called Miss Hustle, they've been so complimentary. The respect from my peers is my reward. So all that, I let the fans and the media, I let them figure that stuff out amongst themselves over there. I don't eat that stuff up. You know, like, I appreciate the love and the adulation. At the same time, I don't get high off of it. So that way, when eventually, let's say, hopefully this never happens. Hopefully I continue to be professional. But whenever you have bad moments, then people just quickly flip and turn on you, and then you're crushed by the, you know what I mean? So I don't eat any of that stuff up. The respect that I get from my peers is my personal satisfaction. So I let everybody else talk amongst themselves. That's all good. I know who I am. I know what I do.
So for Pristavia, we rounding up on time here right now, but I want to ask you a couple things before we get out here. Bishop might have a question to throw in there too, right? So, fam, we just talked about how you really getting on the battle rap wave recently. For you to speak the way you speak with so much knowledge of past things, how much battle rap have you watched in the last year? Your family must be mad as hell.
Listen,
to take in all that and just be able to talk like us about some of this stuff.
Now I've watched it, but unfortunately, I've gotten into the loop of just watching like my favorites and watching those battles over and over and over again.
Yeah,
I gotta
of course.
kind of venture out to new things, but I literally watch it to go to sleep. Like, it's like my white noise. It's like I watch battle rap all the time now, because I am kind of studying, so I do kind of watch my favorites to kind of keep me enveloped in it. But yeah, no, this is why, part of the reason also why I am slowing down. Like, before I was ready to rap, but I am kind of slowing down because now I'm just a little bit annoyed of having to rap all day, like rehearse all day. Like, once a battle's coming up, now I'm rehearsing all the time, in the shower, driving the car, at work, all day. You know what I mean? So so rapping all the time is becoming annoying for me. That's why I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna take like 12, 10, 15 battles this year.
Yeah,
I might do 9, 8, 9.
Right.
But yeah, but now I have been watching a lot more battle rap lately.
So
now I'm gonna check you out, Bishop, because I'm unfamiliar. But
Bishop is the man. He can't beat me, but he's fire.
I'll smoke your boots.
Yeah, we do this every week, Pristavia. We do this every week.
He'll be out of here. Like, it'll be the worst night for
Bishop will have to stop the show if we battle. He'll be like, "Yo, I'm sick." Like, you've been sick for 3 months, bro.
I'm nice.
Yo,
I'm nice.
No, check out that past. I'm gonna check out your past battle. I gotta watch that tonight or something.
Yeah, you know what? And when Pristavia says, "Oh, you did all right against pass," see Direct. I'm gonna holler at you and be like, "Yo, you see, Pristavia said I did all right." She might even say I won. I might get a 2-1 out of that. You know what I'm saying? I know. I think I got 2-1, so I'm gonna take that. But he's a killer and was the huge fan favorite. So check that one out and check me in Arsenal if you want. But
So
Yeah, you and Art. That's what you mentioned. Yeah, I'm definitely check those out.
yeah,
How
yo,
many battles do you have, Bishop?
I mean, I come from the freestyle era, right? So I was in the I was my record is bigger than Cassidy's, right? I'm like I'm like 6,000-0. Well, no, I lost one battle. But it was the third time I battled. I battled Jim 3 times, and the third time he came with writtens and cheated, so he beat me in a written battle against freestyle battle. But I come from the freestyle era. You know what I mean? I was the reigning champ in Canada and everywhere I went during that era when you didn't have 3 months to prepare. You had to go on the spot right now. Let's get it popping. So
Wow.
you know, what I mean? That's the era that I came in. So that's why there was like a 12-year gap.
That's more
You
impressive.
know what I mean? Where I was like hosting and running behind the scenes business with King of the Dot, and then I jumped in the ring because like people were just saying, "Yo, make a comeback."
So Pristavia, Bishop is being humble. I'm gonna break it down to you like this real quick. I'm gonna give you the quick
We don't got
one minute Bishop breakdown.
no.
Bishop was the guy in Canada, right? He was freestyle champ. You know what I'm saying? He from the hood too, so he was rapping with that style, and he was also killing them with the freestyles. Jen came to Canada. They had a savage trilogy against each other. Bishop say he got that 2-1. I don't remember all the battles.
Definitely.
I remember you getting one and him getting one. I don't remember the third one.
He got the third one. I smoked him in the first two.
So and then he came and stayed in Harlem forever and ended up going to 106 in Park. And he's the first guy in 106 in Park history to grab the opponent's microphone and rap over his verse because the guy choked. And then he got disqualified for that from Cameron or something, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But then they came back from commercial.
Then he went back to Canada and he took Drake's watch, and then King of the Dot started, and they needed the big homie to come through and be part of the staff. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is history. All facts. All facts though.
Super humble.
All
He
facts.
was being super humble.
Yo,
Oh my
Bishop,
God.
where is Drake's watch, bro? Where's Drake's watch? I never asked you where it actually is right
You
now.
know what? There's another dollar into my jar. Where's another dollar into the Where's Drake's watch jar?
No, but where is? I've never asked you where it is. Did you give it back?
Somebody asked me about this yesterday too. Listen, me and Drake we made a pact that whatever happened to the watch, we would never speak on that. You can see.
So who took that video? Is that person? Is that person like abolished from the inner circle?
No. We all got we that kind of gambling stuff was normal for all of us, right?
They were gambling and Drake lost and Bishop got his watch.
That was just
And they put it on World Star, yeah.
That is so dope.
This is not about me. This is about the killer
What a legacy.
Pristavia.
I mean, I was giving her background.
All right, well,
This is more interesting. I love this.
it's
Look at her.
It's all right. It's all right. But
Yeah.
I definitely, you know what? Matter of fact, because my son made me watch these battles today, I'm kind of. I was going to tell you this, Drect. I'm kind of because my last battle was Sissy Ho, and he choked. He choked really bad, and so he ruined the playback, the replay value of that match. You can watch it; it's pretty funny. It's the worst battle rap choke in the history of battle rap, but Drect, I'm kind of ready now, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting, bro. Like I'm putting it out into the universe that a lot of people have been asking me when I'm a battle again, and I think this time it's time. It's time. 2022. It's got to happen. At least
I want to battle too.
Oh,
at least 2 more.
that's so exciting.
Can I battle too? Can I battle if you battle? I used to battle. I just stopped when we started going heavy with grind time and all that stuff. It was too much. But I did a battle on grind time, and if I lost that, I would have died. You know what I'm saying?
I think we could do a 2-on-2.
A 2-on-2
Yeah.
against who?
against
It has to play in. All right, Pristavia, you are a manager. You are a manager.
Jay Black against Jay Black and his co-host.
You said Dre Dennis and Geechee Gotti.
What the fuck? Trying to get us the fuck out of here?
Nah, I'm winning. I don't know. I don't know about you.
Geechee got it. Geechee, hey, listen. I'm not. Listen. I can be realistic. If I had to battle him, I'm smoking him. But I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be worried about it. No, Geechee got it easy, dog. He gonna scream at me, bro. Nigga, use it. It's gonna sound good. He gonna start the battle. Use a bitch. I'm be like, oh fuck, man. I'm out of here, bro.
Let's say against Wave and Ike P. We could never do that battle.
Yeah, my best friend in the whole world. Yeah.
Wave and Ike P. That's hilarious. That would be done.
You know, Wave is Bishop's best friend. They can't do that.
Yeah. Who's Jay Black's co-host?
Anwar.
Let's battle them. Let's battle those guys.
So let's battle this guy.
The media guys, bro. Let's do the media battles.
See, you know what's crazy? I feel like since you have more of a visible battle rap lineage and history than me, it's easier for you to hop in the ring. Me, it's a fucking complicated thing.
Cry me a river, bro. If it's a war on the ends, make it go so then. You know what I'm saying? If it's a war, dog.
Yo, me and Bishop might just have to battle, yo. That just might have
to fucking put you in your place and get you ready, bro.
Hey, yo, listen, man. If somebody got that 800,000 that we asking for, we got it. We got it. We'll wear your sponsors' clothes. We'll shout y'all out. We'll shout out your kids in the battle. 800K.
750 for me.
You got to fly out Pristavia.
50 for Drect.
First class, 5-star hotel. Filet mignon. You heard?
That's it.
Oh, please.
But yo, Pristavia, before we get out of here.
Wait. No.
What happened?
We got another 5 minutes. Let's talk about what I made the damn title. We got to talk about the greatest grudge matches, bro, because there's a huge grudge match on the way. And you completely derailed my topic.
My bad. I'm sorry. Pristavia was just talking that gospel.
We have to have Pristavia in the conversation. Now,
the best grudge match of all time is what you're asking.
I want to know what the group, what the people in the chat think is their favorite grudge match of all time. What is yours? Well,
what quantifies it as being a grudge match? Does it have to be like fan driven or like real life beef?
Well, I mean, what do you consider Sue Surf and Cortez to be? It's a grudge match to me. There's not a lot of respect attached to those names.
I understand that. What you saying, Pristavia?
No, I was going to say I heard that it's a grudge match. I don't really know the history, like what's the
Surf just be trying to clown Cortez and always say that he has no value and that he's trash and no one cares about him, and like that he would never battle him ever. He's been saying that for like 10 years. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's disrespect. That's 10 years of disrespect, bro.
But it's not like we felt like they was about to fight. Like Hitman and Surf was a grudge match. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they weren't about to fight, a piece of me just lyrically and as far as battle rap culture wise, I felt like Hollow and Lux was a grudge match because I feel like at the time they was battling for like the number one spot. That's what it felt like. Would you say that was a grudge match?
No.
So something fueled behind.
Like if Math Hoffa battles Sue Surf, that's a grudge match.
Okay, so I'll say Hitman.
Hollow was a grudge match.
So Hitman is Surf. Surf got a couple. Surf and K-Shine.
Hitman and Bill Collector.
Hitman and Bill Collector.
Oh, Hitman and Bill was incredible.
Hollow versus John and Don.
Yeah, that was a good grudge match because they fought. Yeah.
Oh,
okay, so we're gonna take. Say again.
Say that again.
No, I was saying a recent grudge match on Chrome.
Oh,
it was only good for one person.
It was 40 and
QB.
Why am I drawing? QB. Sorry, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, really about the fight backstage. It was that bad.
I don't know, man. I just to be
as your manager, don't answer that question. Hey, listen. Let's move the conversation about grudge matches to next week then. Or maybe we'll do it on Instagram Live. something we got to do before
Okay.
before the week's out, though.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So next week we're gonna talk about grudge matches, and I'm gonna change the title of this for the YouTube channel and say a great conversation with Pristavia.
Pristavia talks about how she'll drag every single woman in battle rap. They all dead. She only
That's how
wants
they be
dudes,
doing.
no more women. Pristavia.
Yeah, that's what they be saying usually. Yeah, this is the most kind. Yeah, that's the most kind way that you word it. A nice conversation with Pristavia, sure. Yeah, the other way it sounds more clickbaitish.
So let me ask you these two questions, Pristavia. Then I'll let you get out of here. Right. First question, I'm gonna ask you both at one time. Answer them whenever order. What do you think? What is your favorite performance in battle rap history, and what is your favorite battle?
Oh my god!
You watching them to go to sleep? I know you know.
I don't know. What's my
What do you wake up spitting in the morning?
I don't even know. Okay, so I probably have one of my favorite battles.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite battles is Iron Solomon and Rum Nitty. It's one of my favorites.
Oh.
That's an incredible battle. It's a little bit newer, but it's incredible. That's an all-time great.
Yeah.
I'll remember it.
Yeah, and you say you remember it?
No, they were saying he's gonna forget the whole grudge match thing next week.
Ooh, Cassidy and Arsenal.
Oh,
Yeah, Cassidy and Arsenal was one. It wasn't an incredible battle though.
Arsenal was very disrespectful.
Yeah.
So you said Iron Solomon versus Rum Nitty. That's a great pick, and just epic, great performance that you just saw and was like, oh my god.
Okay. I can tell you what's one of my great performances. Okay, but it was like a double. It was a double. So Chess and Rock versus Lux and Hollow. That's one of my favorite performances.
But whose performance we're talking about?
Chess and Rock when they
they go to shell cases. Oh no.
That first round was just so perfect and electrifying. I'm like, these guys are insane.
So you had Chess and Rock winning that.
It was so when it's two.
That's home team. That's whole team. You got to say 3-0. 3-0. Home team. 3-0.
As your manager, don't answer that question.
That was a dirty 30.
Yes. As my manager, I refuse to say something. No, but
I jump in at the right time.
They might have taken it. Say again?
I said I'll jump in at the right times. Don't worry, I got you.
I appreciate that. I do. No, but okay. So the question was about performances, and that's one of my favorite performances. Yeah, almost anything involving Rock could be a great performance. He just have, and that's what makes just that type of battler. He has moments, big, huge moments, colossal moments that you, my brother, I can't watch. Watch you guys. So I turn my head. Buckle up. He has moments after moments after moments, and listen, and both of these guys. So
that's somebody who can battle at every event too. Rock can battle 19 times a year, and he'll bring the same energy. He's not gonna mess up. It is what it is.
His level of energy. I'm like, I don't care what he's saying. He says it with force. He says it with like force and conviction every time. You don't see a perfunctory or a lackluster performance from Rock. I'll never ever have seen it. And to be honest, even preparing right before his battle with Danny, his recent battle with Danny, right before that battle, he was like really sick, and he it was like not too long before he had to prepare. I said, I know he had a short amount of time to prepare because he wasn't feeling well, but I said I already know Rock is gonna come with something electrifying, and he did. You know what I mean?
I got a lot of pushback on my Rock support for that battle, by the way.
Oh, didn't you say Rock beat Danny?
You didn't like his performance?
I did. I said
he said he won.
And I got pushback from everybody Direct's friends with, and who Direct gave my phone number. Direct gave all these battle rap fans on Twitter my phone number, and they were texting me death threats because I said Danny got
Oh
smoked.
my god, that sounds about right. Listen, Rock was going crazy with that stomp his head. It pops up like a Pez dispenser. I drew with my left hand, so it's ugly. Rock has amazing moments, and he comes with
Pristavia.
electrifying every time.
Us talking
Yeah,
about this battle reminds me of one thing, and I swear this will be my last question. Yo, when Danny did the rebuttals, like the Dominique Domino's rebuttal and stuff like that, you know that's the one powerful thing that not every battler has in their Batman tool belt. You know what I'm saying?
it's super. Yeah,
If you can bring that on
I
the
thought about
level,
that.
I think if you can bring that, oh my
Yeah, I thought
God, it's
about.
gonna be a lot of long nights on the other side of that pin. We want to see
Yeah,
I want to see you do that. I know you could do it.
that would be. Yeah, that would be nice. You know what? I guess for me, I feel like with experience that I wouldn't be so scared to do it because you're scared of stepping out there and then like falling flat on your face. Like I know I rebutted a couple times with the Yoshi thing. I mean, it
Yeah, I
wasn't
heard
nothing
you.
crazy. It was just regular, normal
But
rebuttal type of
sometimes
stuff.
it's a moment where you have to, like, when someone kills you and everyone's going crazy and you like, I have to say something back or I'm gonna lose.
You
That put
have
a
to know what
different
to
type
say.
of
Yeah.
fear in your heart.
There's literally a handful of people who can do that exceptionally. You have your A Ward, you have your DNA, you have your Danny Myers, and of course you have your Charlie Clips. You have that small group who does it
Sharon,
so
Sharon, crazy.
exceptionally.
Sharon.
Sharon, exactly. Sharon, yes. Those guys do it exceptionally. It's a different level of just exceptionalism when it comes to that. Like what we saw what DNA did. Oh my God, when he battled Hollow, I'm like, look at this dude. Stop talking. It's gonna get worse.
yeah,
Stop it.
yeah.
I'm
But
just
that's a
saying, you
definitely.
add that, and
You're
especially
right. If
as
I
a
did,
female spitter, they're gonna super go crazy because C3, I think, is
I
the
love.
only girl that consistently
Yes,
jump out there and freestyle.
that's why I love. Yes, that's the truth, and not that I don't know. Just other girls just don't either. Whether just don't do it as much or do it when it's necessary. But yeah, C3, and it felt like I was standing in front of a vet when I battled her. She felt like a. But even when I saw her when I wasn't battling her, I'm like, oh yeah, she's a vet. She was doing little vet stuff that I watched retrospectively. I'm like, she was having little moments where she was like kind of talking through my rounds, kind of throwing me up. You know what I mean? But those are vet moves that I noticed and thought about like retrospectively. I'm like, she had vet moves. Like, all right, she's saying some stuff. I'm gonna talk a little bit. She had a little, her little things that she was saying in addition to the rebuttals. So yeah, but that's
Yo,
why I always say
when this
C3 is the most well-rounded.
when this interview is over, Persaver, I'm gonna call you real quick and I'm gonna tell you something. You reminded me of something, just something
Okay,
that you're really gonna want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I can't say
all
it
right.
on the show. Bishop, you
As your
already
manager, I'm telling you not to answer that question.
Yo, Bishop went from you keep talking about this girl Pristavia, leave me alone with this shit. To yo, as her manager, I'm saying
That's your man.
but
Yo,
yo,
Olivia, thank you so much for being here with us. Hey,
this was a
listen,
great
Thank
episode,
you.
great interview.
we are looking forward to every step of greatness that you take on your path to battle rap dominance.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
going. Keep doing what you're doing. We're looking forward to it
Thank
all,
you.
man. And
I
shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out my co-defendant, Direct. We will be here next Wednesday organizing the culture, one episode at a time.
Grudge matches next week with Mac Myron. Don't miss it.
Let's go. Do. Shout out to everybody out in Pontiac, all right? Yo, that's it. We out of here, yo. Much love.
Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Direct.
Peace.